Hey guys, this video is coming out Monday, October 19th. That is today. Today is the charity tournament, number 5 for JDRF. It's the Children Juveniles Foundation. Be there. Here's a word from our last winner, Chun Bei. Good luck and see you at the tables.
Hey guys, this is Chun Bei, winner of the last So Rude charity poker tournament. It was a lot of fun as always, and I want to congratulate all the other winners. As the winner, I get to select the next charity, and I've selected JDRF, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Diabetes has affected my family members, and I believe JDRF is a great foundation to support. Please join us on the felt and help a great cause as we continue to reach our goal of 100 players. See you on the felt.
Now, on to the vlog.
Hey everybody, just made it to Ameristar Casino here in St. Louis. Spent all day at a kid's birthday party. Don't worry, we were invited. Now we're gonna play a little 2-3 no limit, which sounds like fun. I listened to this story real quick before we start playing. I got a haircut today. I went in there, I said I needed to cut off my beard and my hair, make it shorter, make it look good. And so we did, and needed nothing else. No steam towel, no shampoo, nothing like that. And when I got time to pay, he made me give him $62 before tip. So obviously we have to come play poker now to make that back. And that's crazy.
Yep.
Alright, so opening up to 10 bones with those queens and getting called here by the small blind. We're going to go heads up to a flop, guys. Heads up to this flop. It comes 2-3-4, which is not the worst flop in the world. You don't want to see any overcards. You don't want to see any like 8, 9, 10 kind of flops. So deuce 3-4, you know, c-bet that, get called, no problem. Turn card jack. Things are looking swell here at the 1-2 game. Looking to put a little money in this pot, try to get some value from some hands like 8s and 9s. Bet $35, hoping to get called. Getting raised would probably not be cool, but don't have to worry about it. Just a call there from the small. River card, probably one of the worst cards in the deck. Goes check, and my queens are going to actually be good here. So we're going to start this game off pretty well here in a 1-2 game, because the 2-3 game was not available at the moment. So we had to sit down at the 1-2 game. Just play this one hand before getting moved, but get to start off on the right foot there with the win there pretty early. We do get moved to the 2-3 game. I wrote there's a $500 buy-in. It was a new game, so I was unable to buy in for. I think the rule is maybe match the big stack, but it also might be 75% of the big stack. I am not 100% sure. So here looking down at the ace-king. It's a pretty good hand. Gonna raise it up to $18. Out of position, so you want to put some more money in there, make people, you know, if they want to chase you, that you want to make them have to pay to do it. So flop is 9-9-3, and this hand is just going to show you what aggression can do for you. I bet $30 into this pot. I get a call from the under the gun +1. You know, and that's not fantastic, especially when I get the second call from the button. It's not like ace high is going to be great here all the time, but in for a penny, in for a pound. 5 on the turn, and I'm not giving up because giving up is stupid, so I fire out $85. Under the gun player folds immediately, which is good. Now we just got to get the button to get out of there, and, you know, no reason to be a hero, pal. Just throw those cards into the muck, but that's not what he wants to do. He wants to tag along, so he makes the call. So now we're going to have to hopefully improve on the river. And if not, we're going to have to try to force him off his hand, which is looking grim. River card comes the Beautiful 5 of spades, improving us to 2 per. And like I told you a second ago, I'm not going to give up just because I have ace high out of position. I'm going to fire again. I could have the best hand sometimes, but I don't think so. I think he's got like a pair, maybe a small pair. So I fired out $135, and I purposely did it where it looked like I didn't even count how much I was betting, you know, because when people don't count how much they're betting, they usually have a pretty good hand. So I did that on purpose, even though I knew exactly how much I was betting. He does throw his hand away, and I win a nice little pot there with ace high.
Alright. It's going to take some artistry to get a vlog out of this nonsense. There is not jack crap for shit going on at these poker tables. Grace is on the table, and so is my buddy Ralph. It's actually Grace's buddy Ralph, but Ralph plays in the charity tournament every month, as should you. There's only 1, 2, 3 game going. It's a $500 buy-in or something like that, but you can buy in for like 75% of the big stack. So that's what we're playing. We were playing 1-2 earlier. We moved over to this game. Honestly, 1-2 is better, although not by much. So this game is abysmal. Maybe I can get money right here. Here's some money. Guaranteed profit. Alright. Then I'm going to bounce back there, see if I can't run up a couple hands in a row to win money. My goal is to win the money. I don't know how I'm going to do it without anybody putting chips in the pot. And we have this guy, he's a super reg here, so I can't say anything bad about him. But man, if he doesn't play faster, I might drop kick his gizzards.
All right, looking down at 2 5s here in the under the gun position. Gonna raise it up there. I think that's pretty mandatory. And I've been playing this game all week. Sometimes the raise was to 12, sometimes it was to 15 was the standard. It was kind of just whatever the first person in the pot did. So this particular game, it was 15. And even though I'm in the under the gun position, I'm number 1. I'm in the 1 hole. I go first. I actually get positioned because only the blinds come along. As far as flops go, if you're going to miss hitting your set, 4, 6, 7 is not bad. Open-ended, not complaining. I'm going to throw out a bet here for a multitude of reasons. 1, I could have the best hand. 2, I could get somebody to call me with like a 4, or they themselves might just have like an ace 5 hand with the same kind of draw I have, but I'm winning. Also, my hand can stand a raise, so if they both call, cool. If they both fold, cool. If one calls and the other raises, cool. We can put more money in, it's fine. And that's exactly what we get. We do get a raise to 105, and I'm not going to call this immediately, and here's why. A lot of people with draws will call immediately, especially if it's like a flush draw. They won't even think about it. They're like, how much call? How much is that call? And so I want to think about it a little bit because I don't want to betray my hand. I don't want them to know, that I have a straight draw here. I raised under the gun. I led into 2 people, so I'm actually telling a convincing story that I have like a pair of kings or queens or something, and I want to. I don't mind them thinking that, especially if a 3 or an 8 rolls off. They might think they might be able to get me off a 1 pair hand, when in reality, we all know I ain't going nowhere. Turn card is a 10, which is kind of irrelevant, really. I can't see any way that improves him or me. But he checks, which is, strange. So, now I have to decide what I want to do, and it's so rare that you get double check raised. So, I'm just going to fire out with this hand and see if I can't get him to lay down, like a 6-8 or a 7-8, something like that. A 5-7, that would be a cool hand for him to lay down. There is always the possibility that he has 9s or jacks and just never going to fold. You can't, at these lower levels, you just can't put these knuckleheads on particular hands, He calls and I'm done because I don't see any way I can possibly win. He checks dark. River card is a deuce, which misses my hand. So he doesn't turn his hand over right away. So I'm liking my chances here. I flip over 2 5s, and then he said, "Oh no, sir, no. I have the trip deuces." So very strangely played. honestly, by both of us. You know, it's kind of, I'd like to say I was a savant and just knew he had deuces there and was betting for value at every street, but that's just not the case. So good job by him. You know, that's why they give us 5 cards. So we'll just have to move on to a different hand. So this is a little bit later. The guy to my right is super duper squirrely, and you'll see. So I make it $18 to go, knowing very well that he is going to call, and I'm going to have a very well concealed hand if, you know, it comes bueno. So he calls, and then here's the funny thing. He announces in the dark that he's going to check raise me. So as long as I flop something, I'm going to bet because, like I said, this dude, real squirrely. So here I have a backdoor flush draw. I have top pair, and he comes through with his threat, and he makes it $80 to go. So, cool. I'm not going to raise him here because I don't think Jack 9 is that strong. You know, he's not going to just call off with, you know, with 4 high, but, you know, he may bluff off with 4 high. So I make the call, and the turn card comes a 9, making anything that he does now impossible for him to win the hand, you know, unless he has me beat. It's impossible for him to get me off the hand, is what I should say. So there's $200 in the pot, and he fires out a very reasonable $527. So I'm not going anywhere. I hardly think about this at all. I make the call, putting the pot over $1,200, and then the river card comes the King of Hearts, and this is where he thinks he beats me because he has King 7 of Diamonds. But oh no, sir. I have the Jack 9 of Clubs for 2 pair. So I bust him in this hand, which is a nice hand right before I move to a different table. And he actually asked the table if he should rebuy. Like, do we think that he should rebuy? And I told him, man, you do you. And the rest of the table were kind of D-bags about, oh, you need to rebuy. And there's no reason to say that kind of stuff. This guy knows he's not good. He even told us. He's like, I'm good for any game that I sit down, and you guys will love me. And honestly, you know, he was telling the truth there, and he went home.